A long time ago, a man planted 2 mango trees next to each other by the roadside near the village. Many years later, the 2 trees grew tall. When it was time to produce fruit, something painful happened. Only one mango tree started producing fruit, while the other one produced nothing, only big green leaves. Seeing this, the man was disappointed, but he said, "There's still time, let's be patient." But many years passed, and that mango tree remained the same, not producing, while the other one never stopped producing. Meanwhile, through all those years, the tree that was not producing never had peace from the one that was producing. The fruitful tree mocked it, saying, "Yes, we grew at the same time, but we are not the same. I produce mangoes for people and animals. You don't produce anything. You are just taking up land. They all love me more than you because I am the one giving them fruit." The tree that was not producing remained quiet, but just as it faced pressure from the other tree, it also faced pressure from the owner and almost all the people in the village. The owner often said he would cut it down because it was not producing mangoes. People passing by always complained, "Why is this mango tree here, producing only leaves and wasting land? The owner should cut it and plant something else." What they did not know was that the owner, the villagers, and even the fruitful tree were all benefiting from the tree that did not produce fruit. It could not produce mangoes, but it was still more useful than they realized. Every afternoon, people went to rest under its wide, cool shade. When the sun was too hot, travelers relaxed there. Anyone avoiding noise from the village went under that tree to find peace. They did not sit under the fruitful tree because it was not as cool and mangoes could fall while they rested. Still, they complained because it did not produce mangoes. One day, the owner of the 2 mango trees decided to cut down the fruitless tree so the fruitful one could have more space and produce even more. Finally, he cut it down. That day, everyone was happy. "Now you can plant something else there. Now the other mango tree will grow better," they said. But after a few weeks, they began to miss the tree that did not produce fruit. The weather was hot, everywhere felt hot, and there was no place to rest. They remembered that when the weather was hot before, they always went under that tree. Now it was gone. Then something strange started happening. The mango tree that had been producing began to dry up. It stopped producing. Its green leaves slowly turned yellow, and in the end, it died. The important mango tree that had been producing for them was gone. Everyone was confused. Some said, "Maybe the weather is too hot." Others said, "Maybe its time is over." Meanwhile, an old woman in the village had been watching quietly. When everyone looked confused, searching for someone or something to blame, she came out and explained something that shocked them. She looked at the owner of the mango trees and said, "You are the one who caused your fruitful tree to die." The man was confused. "No, I only cut the one that was not producing, not the important one." The woman said, "By cutting the tree that was not producing, you also harmed the one that was producing. That tree you called useless was protecting the fruitful one. Whether the weather was hot or cool, its shade covered the roots of the fruitful tree. It kept them cool and safe, and that is why it produced all the time. None of you noticed. The same tree you called useless was the one you rested under when your rooms were hot, yet you removed it. Now you see the result." The owner of the 2 mango trees was speechless after hearing what the old woman said. By that time, all the villagers were there. They were shocked, realizing their mistake, but it was already too late. The old woman continued, "Everything has its own destiny in life. Some things were created only to protect others, not because they have no value, but because that is their purpose. Yet, we humans judge too quickly, without hesitation. You planted it because you wanted mangoes, but God sent it to protect the other one so it could give you mangoes. Still, you were not satisfied. Because you could not see this, you made a quick decision without thinking twice. Now it is over." Lesson from the story. In life, everything has a purpose. Some things may not look valuable on the surface, but they play a hidden role that keeps others alive, strong, and successful. The mango tree that produced no fruit looked useless to everyone, yet it was the reason the fruitful tree survived. Its shade protected the roots, its presence gave balance, and its quiet strength gave life to the one everyone admired. Never judge quickly by what you see. Never call anyone useless, because they may be the reason someone else is thriving. Success is not always about what you produce, but also about the unseen value you give to others. Sometimes the people or things you overlook are the ones holding everything together. When they are gone, you realize too late how important they truly were. Share this story to help someone. Like, comment, and follow for more real-life lessons. Thank you at Cygerspheres.